Hello everyone, welcome to this Odoo webinar about the IT hardware and support industry. We're gonna quickly introduce ourselves. So I'm Mathieu Herbos, I'm a business development representative here at Odoo, and I let my colleague Mary introduce herself as well.
So my name is Mary, I'm working in the same department as Mathieu. So both business advisors here. The goal is that we just analyze how companies work today, how they would like to be working as well, and then we just identify the needed apps or functionalities on Odoo.
Great, so let's jump into today's agenda. So today, what are we gonna see? So first of all, what is Odoo? We're going to speak a little bit about that, the common issues that this industry is facing, the software demonstration, which will be the big part of this agenda, how to get started with Odoo, and of course, at the end, the question and answers.
Perfect. For first step, for those of you who don't know yet, what is Odoo here before diving in? Odoo is a Belgian company, Belgian software as well. So the goal is that instead of having different platforms that could be more expensive and less efficient as well, we just created one specific platform with different modules here, usually one module answering one specific need. We'll see it together with the specific industry for today, but we do have a lot of apps here, typically sales, website, HR, marketing. You really have a lot, depending, of course, on your activity and what would you like to be maybe replacing to have more efficiency in your operations day to day.
So what are the common issues people are facing in this industry? So most of the time, the feedback we get is operational inefficiency, lack of visibility, and difficulties in scaling. So we're going to go through those pain points, those common issues through the demonstration.
Mm-hmm. Specifically for today, we're going to be focusing on companies, so our company here today, selling hardware and IT services as well. So we're going to focus specifically on this industry. We're going to see it together. The goal is that we kind of have pre-configured packages. So for industries, you don't have to install one app at a time. You just install the full package, but those industries are built with the native apps of Odoo as well. So typically on my screen here, I'm logged in as Marie to manage my company, and I do have all the different modules we would be using here today. Before even selling products or services to my potential customers, I would first be buying those products and hardware. So for that purpose, super easy, I'm just getting started with the purchase app in Odoo. I find all the past purchases, the amounts, of course, the supplier, and super easily, I could be creating a new one from here, the purple button usually being the next step in Odoo. So first option here, I would be selecting my supplier, Incomex in this case, and then I could be selecting different products specifically for this supplier. So first option would be going through this list, looking for all products. What's nice in Odoo is that you can still go through the catalog view as well, where you can automatically see that Odoo is showing you all the products related to this specific supplier. So instead of looking for all your products, just go in this catalog view, you find all of them. You could be, of course, looking for other products if needed, but you already have them here, typically looking for this specific product here. We see we have 4 on hand now, and I'm going to ask maybe 10 of those to my supplier. Simply selecting 10, going back to my request for quotation here, I now have my product, quantity as well. We do see we have some in stock, so 4 as we saw it before. And 2 options here, I could have a defined price for this product, so typically 2,500 here, or I could be asking for a new price at this specific date. So in this case, I'm just going to set the price at 0 here, and then sending this request for quotation by email. As we have a link with Outlook, with Gmail as well, I could be sending it from here to Incomex in this case, going automatically from request for quotation to quotation sent as well. We see it then on the right side in what we call the chatter in Odoo. So this is a really important place as you see all the information you're modifying. So typically here, Mathieu could be seeing I created this document, I change the price as well, and I send it afterwards. So if I'm on holidays, because yes, going skiing, Mathieu can still check what I did in Odoo, typically here for a supplier. The goal is that once I'm sending it by email, being now the supplier, he's going to get my email as a usual one, so typically this new one here, having the document, and he's going to answer me with a specific price and a specific delivery date, maybe. So I'll be using this one, a bit less, 1,200 here, and 1 week of delay for the delivery. So the supplier is just going to answer as usual. What's going to happen in our Odoo, that's really important, is that as we do have the integration, just refresh it for a few seconds, I'll have the supplier answer directly in Odoo as well. So we have the first email I sent, and you now see we have the answer on the right side, typically with the new price and delivery delay as well. So I would be taking this price, just set it as the new price here, and 1 week of delivery delay, I would be setting it as next week on the 13th, for instance. I applied my new information, I would say, for this specific product. What you also see, and that it's really important here in my company to manage costs, is that I automatically have price comparison in Odoo. So I could be clicking on this button and directly seeing for this specific product all the past purchases to one or different suppliers, and then for a specific quantity, the price that I had before. So we're lucky here, 1,200. It's really cheaper than before, so I'm going to confirm this request for quotation. Going back here, I can just confirm the order. We're getting to purchase order automatically, and then I have, of course, to receive products. For that purpose, you automatically see we have a receive button and a receipt here on the top. Of course, in, I would say, the real life, you're getting it 1 week afterwards, so you would not be doing this from here. Have two options. Going back here, you could be using the barcode app, of course, to scan products and serial numbers maybe as well. Here we'll do it directly from the inventory, where you see we now have one receipt to do. So I see it here, Incomex, directly to our stock. The specific product we bought, 10 units as before, and I do have a specific option here in this case, allowing me to set serial numbers. So I could be importing serial numbers from my supplier or generating them from here as well. Simply clicking here. Today, serial number is, we're on Wednesday. We'll do this for 10 of those, just validate. You have all of them appearing automatically, and I can just save and validate I'm getting those products in stock as well. What's really important with Odoo here is that I'm managing my purchases, my stock as well. So everything is linked, and here in my history moves, I see all the new lots and serial numbers that went to my stock automatically. So super easy in this case, Mathieu.
Yeah, so what is gonna happen if now I'm a customer of yours and I want to buy some of your computers? So I could go to your website, which is here. So this is Marie's website and I'm a customer. So I could find all the information about your website, but what's interesting me today is buying some of your products. So I'm simply gonna go through your eShop and I'm gonna select the product that I want. I'm gonna go on the X1 Carbon here, and as you can see, I can find all the informations and as well variants of products. So I can choose either the memory, the hard drive. I'm gonna go for this one here, for instance, and I'm simply gonna add it to my cart. So as you would do on a normal e-commerce, I can go, sorry for that, I can go back now into my cart and I can see also as well suggested accessories. That's great. I might need as well a wireless keyboard and a mouse. So Marie can simply add some additional products, some accessories that could be linked to specific products. So here it seems to be good for myself. I don't have any specific discounts or coupon, but I could have one. So I'm simply gonna go and pay my order. So I'm gonna click on pay, pretend that I've put all my informations. And simply as that, I've confirmed my order. I can find everything here. I can find the recap of what I've bought. I can find here the information about my delivery, about my billing, and so on. What's interesting here as well is that if your customers want to find back all the informations they've made, the SO, the orders, the product they've took, they could have their own personal portal. So what's happening now for us, for Marie and me that are running the business, here we have a new sales. So I'm quickly gonna click on the sales app and we can see here that we have a new order. So when I click on it, I will be able to see all the details about this order. I can see the recap here of what this person have been ordering on our website, and I can see a lot of information. Such as we saw with Marie, we can see that we have this product in stock and we don't have this one yet. So we could simply buy it from our suppliers. Here we're gonna go and create the invoice as it's already validated. I can create a regular one and also one with a down payment if needed. So I'm gonna create my draft, double check if everything is fine. Everything is fine for me, great. I can simply confirm it and send it to my client by email. And if it's a B2B client, with the e-invoicing if it's required in your country as well. I'm quickly gonna grab the email here of the person. Sorry, I'm just gonna write this at mail.com, set the email and send it to my client. So such as we saw with Marie earlier, we have the charter updating. We can find here the invoice as well and all the information related to this order. So for instance, if myself now, I'm on holiday and Marie comes back and she needs to find information about this order, she will find everything back here.
Perfect. Let's now pretend I'm a potential customer, but I still first have questions before buying here products online. So I would first be contacting you typically via the website. My name here would be Cécile, for instance. I would be Cécile Witz. Just set my phone number. My email, cecile@witztest.com. My company is in interior design here. Up. All right, and I want to have more information about prices, for instance, because I have 10 new employees, so I need 10 laptops. Just sending up.
Oh, it's the ad.
I didn't put the ad with. Perfect. Just sending the information from here. Classic form. What's important in Odoo is that, if my email is correct here, yes. What's important in Odoo is that for Mathieu and me, as the associates of the company, managers here, we don't want to get a lot of emails that we have to treat, categorize maybe. So the goal here is that all requests from this specific form are going to be treated from the CRM directly. So this specific app allows you to follow potential sales, potential collaborations as well, with different columns as you see here. Typically qualified if we have a first meeting, so I can understand her needs, specifically for Cécile here, then sending a quotation and then one as she signs. We do have a lot of information here. As you see, expected revenues. We have also what we call tags on those opportunities, allowing me to categorize and to have a clear view on what's happening here and what are my potential deals. Typically, on up each columns, I have the total amount of the expected revenue, and I could also be seeing it here with a list view, for instance, checking what I'm expected to be closing on this month, for instance. As March, we have a lot to be closing, so good news for us. Activity is working well. You always have those group by filters in Odoo that allows you to work efficiently. Going back to my main view, I now have the request here for Cécile, so I could be creating her contacts as well. Cécile Witz, for instance, adding more information. She's asking for laptops, so maybe hardware only, and if this is quite urgent, 10 new employees, I should be signing her before end of March. Quite a nice project, so I can add here a top priority for her to be in the top list of my new leads. And then on the right side, I could be contacting her, of course, to suggest maybe a meeting or a call to have more information. So website message here, nice template I could be using. Just confirming it here, it appears in the chatter, and as we did before with the supplier, if Cécile answers, you have the answer of Cécile, so by email as usual, but on the top right as well. So Mathieu can check what I did before as well. Moving on here, we have more information. I could be putting notes, setting a reminder, let's say to call her end of the week on the 6th to check if budget is fine. Just saving it from here. As we move on, I could be setting her as qualified because we have a first call, I have more information, as well as we could be still planning now a real meeting. I have an integration with my calendar, so super easy. As we said on the Friday 6th, 7 o'clock is a bit is a bit earlier. Let's say prices review, for instance. With Cécile, I can just save it from here. She gets an invite, of course, and going back to my opportunity, we have the next meeting planned on the top and on the right side as well in my activities. Super easy, right?
Yeah.
Let's say it's now done. I can just create a new quotation from here. So typically directly integrated with my sales app. New quotation, next step being the purple button, as we mentioned before. So I have her information and I could just be selecting, as we did in the catalog view, the one we bought before. So we were at 4 on hand before, now 14. Perfect. I can add it, set 10 units typically here, going back on my sales order and then sending it by email as well. Once I'm sending it from here, so we do have a template from Odoo directly that we can still modify at first, of course. And then setting it, we're moving to quotation, from quotation to quotation sent, seeing it on the right side as well. What's nice in Odoo is that based on products or services you would be selling, you can also add more information in your quotations. Typically here with a PDF header, adding more information about the hardware and services, and then having the quotation below, but still in the same PDF here. So quite efficient. What the customer has here, so is first the PDF as we mentioned, but also his portal online. We see it from the preview here. The goal is that if I send information to my customer, as well as he buys products on my website, the goal is to have one specific place for Cécile here in this case to find all sales orders, invoices, documents, all information online directly instead of sending us email and then having to chat a lot by email or phone calls. This is really more efficient and more professional for our company as well. If she has questions, super easy. Cécile can just contact us directly via this portal. And if everything's fine, she could be signing it directly from here, automatically or not. Just accept and sign it. And as we only requested the signature in Odoo to confirm it, we're going to move to sales order automatically. Typically here, we see now we have a delivery in preparation mode. Quotation has been confirmed. Going back here in our company as we manage it, we now see it's a sales order and we have a pop-up button here, delivery now. Next step here, as we saw before, we have Cécile, the source location here, typically our main stock, as we could have several ones. The product, quantity, we do have some in stock, and then you can always check all the details here for the serial numbers. Odoo is going to select some automatically, but as we mentioned with the barcode app before, you could be selecting those as well with a scanner. I'll just save this, just validate it, we're moving to done. As we talked about it before as well, my inventory is adapted automatically. So super easy. We did a full flow here from someone contacting us via the website, sending a quotation, and then confirming it's out of stock now.
So now Cécile just called us. She's pretty happy with our new computers for 10 employees, but she just saw that we also provide IT services. She might be interested in one of our services, which is CCTV installation. So I'm with her on the phone and I'm quickly gonna make her a new quotation like we saw with Marie. So I'm gonna select here Cécile. Once again, all the information are filled up automatically, and I have this quotation template that we've made with Marie for the CCTV installation setup. So when I click on it, I can choose the quantity of the camera that Cécile wants. Here, let's pretend it's 3 here, and it's gonna be the same for the installation service. So everything is increasing automatically when I change the quantity. Great. Now I could send the quotation to Cécile, just like we did before. She received it, she signed it, but I'm with her on the phone and she says it's good for me, so I can simply confirm it by myself as well. What we see here is that now we have 3 buttons that popped up as well. The delivery, like we saw with Marie, but as well here a project and a task that have been created directly from this quotation. So when I click on it, I'm moving into the project application, and I will see the same kind of view that we had in our CRM. So I have my new task, the tasks that are planned, the tasks in progress, and the tasks that are done. When I'm clicking on the tasks that have been created, I can find all this information, the customer related to this task, all this information. I can assign it to one of my employees, and let's say I'm going to send Marie to do it. So I can set up a plan date. We have room on the 11th of March, and it's going to be finished on the same day. I can either choose the hours if it's needed, and the allocated time. Here, Odoo understood directly that we planned 3 hours for this installation. I could add tags like we did before with Marie, if it's urgent, if it's an installation or whatever, and I can either choose if it's products that are under warranty. Great. So now Marie, it's her first time doing installation services. So I could add her here a description, add pictures, add a to-do list, add all the information she might require for this installation. Great. We have planned the activities, so I can move it to planned. And we are the 11th. Marie is going to the place of Cécile to install the cameras. Great. So she is doing it, and she can simply add the time she passed on the task. So here she could simply add a line, select the date. Here we are on the 11th. The employee, here she's working with Ben, so she could add Ben if someone is working with her as well. And the description, so installation here for purpose. Great. And what is the time she spent there? Great. She spent the 3 hours. That's perfect. I can now see with Cécile if she's happy with the work. So Ben and Marie need to make Cécile sign a report. So like we saw before, we have buttons here, and it's sign report. Pretty easy. Marie had a tablet with her to make the client sign. She can show Cécile all the information, and Cécile can simply sign the report automatically.
So this is the same portal as before, right?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. So Cécile will be finding all those information in her personal portal as well. So we go back to the task. That's great. I can say that the task is done now, and I also want to send a report to Cécile because she wants it by email as well. Simply as that, Odoo is doing it and making an email for me with the PDF link to it, and we can see all those information here. So simply as that, we have made a quotation for Cécile. We went there, we planned the installation, we installed it, we tracked everything, and simply as that, all the installation is done.
Perfect here. So we did purchase products, we sold them with quotations as well, we went on site maybe to help customers. Now a next step would be, as a customer, so still being Cécile in this case, I want to be contacting you because one of the laptops I got is not working, unfortunately. So I would be contacting you here directly on the website, still being Cécile here. So if I logged in here as Cécile, I would have all my information by default. Here I would simply add them as I'm not logged in. Don't remember the email, but we'll put another one here. Interior design in this case, and one laptop issue. What is my question? Let's say the screen is bugging. Can you check, please? I could also be adding more files, so directly from here, typically looking for my computer picture here. I could be adding more content as well, just for the team and specifically Mathieu maybe, to work on my issue. Submitting ticket here, up as before without the accent, up, submitting my ticket, same as for the contact form. The goal is that this specific request is going to get in Odoo instead of getting in your emails for you to treat them afterwards. So we do have a specific app here in this case, which is the help desk app. So Odoo is quite intuitive. We kind of find the same logic in every app. So I could have here one or multiple teams for the support part. And by clicking on it, we do see it's kind of the same view as the CRM, different columns and then different tickets here as little rectangles. So let's say we moved on with all of those and we now have the one laptop issue from Cécile. So screen bug, can you check please with a super picture here? Laptop is not working. And we automatically see Odoo is sending an email as well, just to confirm, okay, I'm working on it. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So this is done automatically. I don't have to worry about it, and I can focus on what's really important here, meaning working on Cecile issue. Moving on to in progress here, I could be adding more information. Let's say this is super important. Up. I could be working on it or assigning it to Mathieu, for instance, setting a high priority as well. And I could be tagging Mathieu as this is really important. Cecile is a recurrent customer, saying, can you check ASAP? ASAP, please. He's getting notified in Odoo and by email as well, so super efficient. I don't have to call him, WhatsApp him. He gets it directly from here. And once we're moving on, as we have more information, we could be logging notes. And once it's maybe a bit more clear on the issue, we could be returning product as well. So it depends on your team, as you could have several ones, and the functionalities needed before. You just activate them, and then you have new buttons coming from here. So the goal with Odoo, as we said before, is to centralize a lot of actions and operations. So those little buttons are linked to other apps in Odoo as well. I don't have to get on another platform. I can manage everything from here. We're going to return a product. Here, let's say it's the first computer, this one, for 1 unit. Hopefully the 9 other are working. So only one to get back here. I could even be selecting a sales order or delivery to return as well. And I'll just confirm this option to Odoo. As we do use serial numbers or lot numbers here, I have to select one from here. So in the details view, I can select one specific serial number or add a new one here, typically as Wednesday, 222, and just save it from here. If I don't do it, as this is something I set as mandatory on my product, Odoo is going to pop up a warning message. So super efficient as well. This is ready. We're going to get back the product, seeing we received this product from Cecile to our destination location, our stock, and I can just validate it from here. Once it's done, as we said it before, this has an impact on my stock moves as well. And going back to the ticket here, I could be setting it here as solved. Great. Depending on the case of the customer, of course, I could be repairing, converting it to an opportunity. You have all those options directly here on the specific team. So super easy, little check boxes. I could be timesheeting, of course. Maybe if it's really our fault, refunding the customer as well. Putting gift cards or coupons for our website, typically. So this is super efficient to manage from here. And depending on our work internally, we can also define SLA policies, meaning that for urgent tickets that has a high priority with super important tag, I could be having, let's say, a rule that internally I want my colleagues to work on this in 10 hours maximum, 10 working hours. This is super important, as that if I'm going back to my team here, let's imagine for this one, I have a new ticket, high priority, specific tag, super important here. I now have here an urgent message, and then we do have reporting on this as well. Am I working efficiently or not? Mathieu, please work more. Stop drinking coffees. So this is really important here. As we see, this is really an old ticket. We do have a red message directly from here. So super efficient, especially if we're planning to grow and have new employees working with us.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of flows here for this specific industry, from purchases, sales, maybe project and services management as well, and a bit of logistics, help desk as well. So we saw different functionalities. Those are the main one for today. Of course, if at some point you have to manage more things as accounting, HR, marketing, you could simply go on the App Store here and installing more modules that are completely included in the subscription as well. Perfect.
Great. So now,
going back now to question and answers, maybe.
just before jumping into question and answer, you might be asking, but how to get started with Odoo? So it's pretty easy. You go to odoo.com. You will find there a button that says try it for free, make a trial. You just click on it, you select the app you want to try on. That's for a main try. If you want to try the specific industry with the apps already set up, you can simply type either in Google or find the link to the IT and hardware support industry that we showcased today. This will pop to two buttons. The first is Start Now, which will open you information about your company, your personal information for you to create the database with all the application we saw today. And if you have specific questions, specific needs, you want to have more information about Odoo, you can simply click on the next button, which is Meet an Advisor, and you will be linked with someone like Marie or myself, someone in our office that will qualify your needs, answer your questions, make a specific demonstration if needed about this industry for your specific case as well.
And this is free, right?
Yeah,
to
this
have
is free.
someone helping us to understand it. Okay.
Great. So let's jump into the question and answers.
Question and answers now. So we did see different persons here answering in the chatter as well, so super efficient for us. You find the answers quite quickly. Just to make sure this is clear for you as well, we do have a replay on YouTube as well, so you can check it step by step afterwards. Typically, once you're trying a database, as Matthew mentioned, you can just check what we did as well at the same time. So we do have one first question here from Marco Lanala. Can you make the order automatically to vendor after the customer orders?
Yes, we can. So here in this case, that's kindly what we saw in the purchase app with Marie, but you can automate those kind of things as well. If you have, like we say before, I'm going to repeat that as well, if you have more specific question or inquiries because you're working in a specific way, don't hesitate to click on the Meet an Advisor button, so we can, one of our person here in Odoo can speak with your specific needs as well.
The only thing for that part is that Odoo is never going to confirm the purchase order for yourself. He's going to trigger it, of course, but Odoo is not going to send it for you.
What about payments here from Usman Khalid? I think you are speaking about the method payments probably on the e-commerce. If it's the case, we have native integration with Stripes, Wordline, PayPal, and so on. I'm speaking here about the main ones. Once again, you can find all the information and documentation about that online. And if you have specific needs, once again, don't hesitate to contact us. I don't know if you have anything more on that question, but I think it was about e-commerce mostly.
Yeah, I think so. But it's the same logic for the portal we saw with the quotations and invoices. The ones you activate on your website can be published as well on this portal because it's linked. So this is the same way of working. We do have another question for the same person. And what about repairing module? We do have a repair module. It's completely linked to the help desk app we saw here before. So if we go back here in Odoo, you see we have the help desk module and the repair module as well. So as those are completely linked, depending on the functionalities I would be adding here in the team, going back here in the settings, you see we now have a repair option that I activated. So if I do it from a ticket, I have completely the same functionalities as I do have in the repair app as well. Same logic, just to show you quickly, you could be selecting a customer, a specific product to repair at this laptop, serial number if needed, and then you would be adding here or removing or recycling a product, for instance. So super easy as well. I know
super easy, and it's, like Mary said before, linked to your stock as well. So let's say the screen that we had bugging in the demonstration is broken and we have to change it. We have screen in our stock. We can select the screen from our stock that's matching the computer and remove it from the stock and link it to this reparation and to this serial number computer.
Okay, so a specific component, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Quite nice. Going back to your questions here.
Let's check here.
You're answering yourself, so
that's great. If you all guys are helping each other, we are trying to get some questions that no one answers.
Yeah. But to mention one here, Kostin Roska, as you do say it here, you can assign tickets based on rules as well.
Yeah.
Is it working with other apps as well, like CRM?
I'm not quite sure, to be truly honest, so I might have to double check this information as I don't want to say anything that's not right. I don't know if you have the answer, Marie, but I'm not sure, 100%.
You could be doing it from the website, as we did with the form, but as you showed the project and task management, you can do it from here as well.
Yeah, true. Thank you, Marie.
Do we have more questions here coming up in the channel? I see
another from Kostin Roca. If you need a monthly report with the tickets of one of your clients, good luck with that. So here it's not really a question, it's something that you don't find. Once again, you can find all those information in the help desk app. So you can add your filters like Mary showed, I think it was in the purchase app for the product. You can do the same and filter everything everywhere in Odoo. So you could go into your help desk app and filter it by customer. So let's say Cecile had a lot of problems and we want to search ticket for Cecile and see all the details about the tickets, all the ratings and so on. You can find all those answers in the help desk through the filtering.
Yeah, you mentioned selecting a specific customer, as you could be filtering by creation date.
Yeah, or by the person who answered the tickets, for example. So you can filter from all the information that you can find.
Yeah. Perfect. Would it be nice to understand the issue you had, as Matthew mentioned, if you contact us afterwards, because this is completely standard in Odoo.
Yeah, and if you struggle a lot, don't hesitate to contact our support as well. They are here to help you on specific issues if you don't find any information in our documentation or with one of our business representatives here. The support is there for you as well. I
do think about something quite new now, but we have the AI option in Odoo.
Yeah.
You now have the little pop-up message. You could be asking the AI, can you just create a monthly report for this customer?
Yeah.
Super easy as well.
Yeah.
So I think this should be fine.
So let's pick another question.
Maybe this one?
Yeah, great.
So from Usman Khalid, can you please advise if... I lost it.
There we go.
Oh yeah, perfect. Can you please advise if we want to give advance payment to a vendor?
So I don't know if I truly understand it as well properly. Yeah, I think maybe you're speaking about the down payments on the invoice. That's something that can be done as well. We saw when we create the invoice, you have the possibility to make a down payment, either a fixed price or a percentage on the other. So that's something that can be done as well. I hope this answers your question. And once again, if you have specific question, for all the people watching us, don't hesitate to click on the Meet an Advisor button and we will go through all the details concerning your specific needs.
I think in this case, maybe you should be uploading the invoice first, as you have to get it from your supplier. And then depending on the payment conditions, paying part of it, then matching it with the bank.
Yeah.
Or having a first invoice and then the second one, if he's doing it that way. Depends.
So let's pick maybe a few more questions.
One or two questions more.
So we're checking for questions that people have not answered themselves or other person in the chat. Here. So yeah, the last one here, we already answered it. The one from Costin Roskal for the reports.
Must be attached to the monthly invoice.
So what about payments? We went through the repairing module as well. Also to create a complete.
No, there's not a lot of questions here. As we said before, you can contact one of us here today as more advisors on the website as well. Are we going to take this one as the last one? Is there going to be more detailed webinar for the help desk app?
We don't have the answer yet, but just to see all the webinars that are coming, just go on odoo.com, go to the events section, and then you will see all the upcoming webinars or specific events that might coming into your city or into your country as well, with physical events as well.
I think for us, we're mainly focusing on industries for now. We would have several ones, but we do have some on specific topics as well. So Odoo events.
And don't hesitate if you need specific information about help desk as well. We have a YouTube channel, so there might have been already a webinar on that that you can find the replays on YouTube as well. So
perfect.
I think we went through most of the question. Once again, thank you for your attention. And if you have specific needs, don't hesitate to click on the Meet an Advisor button.
Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Mathieu.
Thank you, Marie.